Louisiana beer reviews. Rita's Straw-Ber-Rita sparkling margarita malt beverage with natural flavors and artificial colors. Revisited. This is a special edition revisit. It's been years since I've had this. I was talking to a bulk merchandiser for Southern Eagle, which is the local Anheuser-Busch distributor, and he said, yeah, let's see, canned on the 19th day of 2023, VE, Virginia? Something, I don't know. Okay, legal disclosure. Let's see if we can find this. 249 calories per 12 ounces. Oh, yikes. 25 ounce can. So that's the legal disclosure. It's a malt beverage. A malt beverage has to contain malt, obviously barley malt, and it must contain hops. This does contain hops, hop extract, but that's part of hops. Contains a lot of corn syrup, regular corn syrup, and high fructose corn syrup. True story. Other kind of weird ingredients. Food coloring, natural flavors, whatever those happen to be. Now see, that's where it's dripping a little bit. I'm going to have to wipe that up. So yeah, it's red from food coloring, because it's pinkish red thing. This is where the confusion comes in, because people will tell me, oh well, just because it's natural flavors don't mean it's from a strawberry. Well, that's right. It didn't say it was strawberry flavoring. You see, they're very careful with how they describe it. They say natural flavors. It shows a strawberry. Straw-Ber-Rita. But it makes no claim to have natural strawberry flavor. It just said natural flavoring. So it could be some other flavor from nature, from a bark, an oleo resin, leaves, some kind of essential oil. I'm not kidding. Some kind of fruit skin that sort of resembles strawberry, and they call it, and it's from nature, so it's a natural flavor. But it could be from strawberries. I don't guess strawberries are too expensive. We get a lot of them in Louisiana, but strawberry juice is not going to be red like this anyhow. So like he was saying, yeah, it doesn't sell very well anymore since they dropped the Bud Light. You remember it used to be called Bud Light, Straw-Ber-Rita. I guess they had to drop the Bud Light because somebody probably complained that it's not a light beer, and it is not a light beer by any stretch of the imagination. It's very tart. It's very fruity in the nose. What about a beer aroma? Not really. Let's go with the taste. Oh, it's tart. So he's telling me, he said they used to have the 12 packs and all kind of multi-packs of it, variety packs and whatnot. He said ever since they made the switch, they don't carry it anymore. I said, what you mean you don't carry it? He said, we don't stock it. I said, well, I bought it at Walmart. He said, oh yeah, and the tall single cans like they have at the convenience store. Yeah, the singles. He said, yeah, they have those. He said, but we don't deal with it. He said, I don't know who puts it up there. I guess they have an alternative single can bottle Anheuser-Busch distributor agreement around here. I don't know, but that kind of caught me off guard yesterday when I heard that. But I know he knows what he's talking about, and he's been working for him for years. All right, first thing. It doesn't taste really that different from years ago. It tastes a little different. First sip, this is the second sip. The first sip, it was a strong malt beverage, if you want to say high gravity malt liquor flavor. Like, it was a rush of that strong, malty, fermented, high gravity 8% thing. And it's like, whoa. Then there's a tap water undertaste. Now I can't get around that tap water, because that's what they're using. They're not using natural spring water. I drink tap water. It's very tart from probably the potassium nitrate. Isn't that what it is? Potassium nitrate added for tartness. Harmless, they say. The sugars from the corn syrup is high, are high. Does it taste like strawberry juice? I mean, actual strawberry juice is not that flavorful when you get down to it. It's kind of tart and not too sweet and kind of unpleasant. That's why when people eat strawberries, they put it in what? On top of a shortcake little patty thing, and they put a lot of whipped cream or Cool Whip, and they add whatever else, sugar or something. So it has to be enhanced because it's not that great of a flavor on its own. It just got that kind of strawberry-ish flavor, and this is kind of like that. But it's got the added sweetness. So it's like people say in England, Alco Pops, basically like kids' drinks or Kool-Aid, Flavor Aid, Hawaiian Punch type of things that people remember from their childhood. But then this is jacked up at 8% alcohol, so they get wrecked and whatnot, irresponsible drinking and everything. I'm not blaming the company. I'm not saying the company is encouraging that because it's telling you a serving. A serving is not this full can, which I don't intend to drink very quickly. It says a serving is well, actually it doesn't say, so okay, I do blame them. That's Four Loko that says a serving is 5 ounces. And that might be too many ounces for that stuff. Ah, the horror. The horror. I mean, it's more or less reminiscent of what I had years ago. But like I say, it's been a while. And these things do tend to, like they'll kind of tweak them over the years. They claimed, after that whole brouhaha over the corn syrup with Miller Brewing, Molson Coors, Miller Coors, they claimed they're going to get rid of, they said we're going to phase out high fructose corn syrup. Well, it's still in the bottle. I mean, it's still in the recipe. Or these do come in bottles, by the way, clear 12-ounce bottles. I just don't see them around here too often. Do see them from time to time, but usually the cans. But yeah, high fructose corn syrup, which I've been reading a pretty good amount about it. It's really not dangerous for you. It's not going to make you ill. But there's a backhand insidiousness with it. Apparently, like it's sort of like peanuts at a bar room where it makes you more thirsty, so you drink more. It's like anytime I have something with high fructose corn syrup, it's got this strange, like drying sensation with it, which on its own is not dangerous for a human, but it makes you want to drink more. So these people that go around drinking let's say Coca-Cola, for instance, which since what 1985 has used high fructose corn syrup in place of cane sugar, so they just like keep drinking it. And they'll eat the fruit roll-ups or this and that and the mayonnaise and the strawberry preserves with all the high fructose corn syrup in it. And they just, pretty soon, they're like grossly overweight and they go into the store like a waddling colossi. And it's extremely unhealthy in that sense of it. Now you say, yeah, but personal responsibility would be involved. You have to have some kind of like mental framework where you can see that this is not good. I understand that. So maybe it's like a product designed to prey on people that don't have a good mental framework, or whatever. I don't want to impute evil into their intentions. I'm not going to do that. Just saying it's something you could think about. But I'm not going to say that. I'm saying it's probably just easily accessible type of corn syrup. Was developed decades ago, and it's very sugary sweet. And so it's usable. They use it. It's versatile. But I would prefer if they didn't have it in the product. Even though it's probably not dangerous, just like monosodium glutamate. In most instances, it's probably fine for you. And boy, do I see a lot of people buying Accent every day of my life. Which is pure MSG. Very popular in Louisiana, I might add. What I want to drink this ever. The answer is simple. No, ever. Never. I would never, ever want to drink this. I'm doing a review. I was at Walmart. No one forced me to buy it. I said $2.98, not really a fair price. But it could stand a revisit. Would I ever want to drink anything like this? And you know, Miller Coors has the Steel Reserve Alloy Series, Club Tails, the original, but they use real cane sugar, you know, not the high fructose corn syrup. And other ones. Kinky from Minnesota, and well, I mean, it's too many to mention. Cayman Jack, and all. I would never want to actually drink any of those. Like, literally never want to drink any of those. Although some of them are very well made. Especially the Cayman Jack. Ugh, but they're just nightmarish, really. But if this is what you want in your life, it's okay. I mean, it's not. I mean, like I said, the Cayman Jacks are exceptional. They use real cane sugar, and it's very well produced over in Waddell, Arizona. This is not too inferior. My advice would be to not drink these, and probably just like drink Busch Light. Or you say, oh no, I gotta have alcohol. Okay, well, get some tonic water or tap water if you really want to be cheap, and some ice cubes. That's easy to make ice. And some Rickaloff vodka. Nikoloff. They have Rickaloff too, I think. Nikoloff is at Total Wine & More for $8.99 a handle. Add a little bit, be, you know, under control, don't go crazy, and yeah, it'll probably work. So, but this stuff, man, I don't think you should be drinking this. There's a lemony aspect to it. It's very tart. Sweetness is high, so it's, you know, like 4.5 out of 5 sugar cubes or corn stalks. Tartness is probably 4 out of 5 warheads. Bitterness, 0 out of 5 hop cones. I mean, they have hops. They didn't say bittering hops. Could just be aroma hops or, you know, hop extract. But man, by golly, I don't get it. But I don't drink Hawaiian Punch. I don't drink Tahitian Treat or Delaware Punch. And I'm not disparaging people that drink it. If you want to drink that, go ahead. You have a good time drinking that, man. But I'm thinking in the heat, it's already humid and warm here. I just soon drink water, or if I'm going to drink a beer, it's going to be Milwaukee's Best Light. Yeah, it's inexpensive, but it has a much better flavor than most of your mainstream, probably all of your mainstream light beers. So, I mean, and they got some other flavors. They cut back on the flavors now. They had a lot of different flavors. Now, occasionally they'll bring in the coconut. The coconut is actually really nice, but Straw-Ber-Rita. Oh boy, back from the George W. Bush days. I'm telling you, I'm gonna score it. This thing is just, I have so much negative. Most of what I'm looking at is negative about it. But that's a style issue. I mean, in the style, flavor, malt beverage, it's probably, I don't know, that tap water thing is kind of undermining it. I'm going to say 87, because I think, to me, it does have too much of a tap water flavor. For whatever reason this time. But yeah, 87, it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But it ain't something I want to stumble a little bit. No, but it's not something I really want to deal with. And you got to have it cold. I put it in the freezer for an hour. Didn't freeze up. Ain't going to happen. So yeah, a B. all I'm gonna say is laissez-aller, bon temps relais. It's your life, but you heard what I just said.